Alright, in this video I'm going to review the procedures for installing a 40-inch LED strip in this is a Dixie Narco 5591. Would also apply to the earlier model 2145 machines, or any machines in this family. The BevMax 2, 3, and 4 are different, but basically everything works the same. This machine from the factory had one long fluorescent bulb on the side. And this machine, with our style LED strips, we can actually add more if you need to. Most popular kit, people just add one on the side, but I'm also going to, in this video, kind of show you how you can add additional strips to make your machines even brighter. So the first step, anytime we're installing an LED strip, I'm going to remove power from the vendor. And that's basically just done for safety purposes. When the LED strips are ordered, we'll typically pre-kit them, so if you just buy them and just say you're doing one LED strip or two, we're going to supply you with a power supply that will be adequate for the amount of inches of strips you're installing. So please just don't buy the lower cost power supply and keep adding, or if you buy the appropriate power supply and decide you want to add more strips, all you need to do is just buy a bigger power supply that can supply enough current for you. So just, you know, it's very important. The labels on will tell you how many inches of strip you could do. And you know, all of these parts on our website, you could just buy them individually. We try to make it easy for people, you know, if you're not in vending, if you have a bowling alley or a hotel and you operate your own machines, just where you could, you know, just buy everything pre-assembled. But, you know, if you do want to buy these parts and kind of, you know, do your own kits as you go, you're welcome to do so, because every part is available individually. So the first step, when we're putting in this LED strip, I'm going to kind of zoom in here. This big black transformer here is the ballast, and this is required for the fluorescent light bulbs. The good thing about our kit, we eliminate the need for that. So what we're doing, this connector right here will be unplugged, and it's, when you buy the kits from us, buy the machine model, you'll have this connector here, so you'll be able to connect it properly. The kit for this machine, actually, the power supply will have shorter cords just for the purpose of the video, so you can see what I'm doing better. I have these longer cords. This plug right here, this male end, is going to go into the female side of your LED strip, and I'll be getting to that shortly. So my next step, I'm going to come over here. So our next step, on the other side of the ballast, there's this. In this machine, there's a 4-position connector, so basically at this point the ballast could be removed if you want to. It's no longer in use. So this power cord comes up from the vendor. So what I'm going to do, there's essentially putty here that I'm going to remove, this insulating putty, put it up here. That putty, don't throw that away. That's very important that that's replaced. So essentially this is the wiring that went to the original fluorescent light. So now I'm going to show you how to access the fluorescent tube. Okay, your next step, I need to gain access to the fluorescent tube, and it's behind a plastic protective cover. There's 6 1/4-inch hex screws, so a very handy tool. You either want to have a small ratchet or a 1/4-inch driver, and you'll remove all 6 screws. Alright, so at this point I've removed all 6 Phillips screws. This piece will kind of come out gently. I just push it forward. And we remove that, and that piece will be replaced after we put in the LED strip. Now I have my fluorescent light bulb, so I'm going to twist this, pulling it towards me evenly. So this is the part that's being replaced. Set that well out of the way. And up here, I guess we removed the black insulating putty. So what I'm doing, I'm just pushing this wire out of the way. With our LED strip, you could actually leave everything here intact. There's enough room that it could be kind of pushed out of the way. So we'll get our LED strip. And when you put that in, this machine is kind of unique. On a lot of our machines, if we put multiple strips, we'll put the power in here, run it down here, and then connect the next LED strip here. In the event that you wanted to add LED strips, we're going to do it across the top. So at the end of this video, I'm kind of going to show how that's done, just, you know, in case you did want to add more. So again, here's our 40-inch strip, and here I'm putting my part that has the male pin. It's very important that this is at the top, because on this machine there's no power going to be available at the bottom. So I'm actually just pushing that through the hole. So essentially at this point, that's you know, a majority of the work has been done. What I'm going to do, I'm going to just kind of explain it with the power supply that we have. Typically we'll have a one position connector here. We have what we would call, like on our website we offer this, like I would call this a 1 to 2. So if I needed to have power at the same side, I would add this connector right here. So here I'm adding this, so now I have two power positions. So what I'm going to do, like for the video, I'm going to show you, I'm going to be connecting this here. Okay, and here I have the second end of the 2 to 1 splitter. So I'll just put this LED strip up here. I'm going to plug that in. So at this point I have, you know, this I would call this a supplemental LED strip. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of get this original harness out of the way. So if you ever wanted to convert it back or whatever, and it's actually faster just to leave that in place. So what I'm going to do now that I've put in both strips, I'm just going to apply power just to make sure everything's connected before I put this shield back in place. Alright, at this point I've kind of established that everything is hooked up properly, it's very bright. I'm going to go ahead and remove power from the machine and put this piece back in place, and then I'll show you what would happen if you did want to add even one more strip. So I'll remove the power, then I'll put this back in place. No, there's a little thing right here. Alright, here at this point I've replaced all 6 screws, so my plastic shield's tight in place. If you do add this extra strip, sometimes you'll need to notch away a little bit of plastic at the top. It depends how tightly this fits, but you're just running this new low voltage cord, so it makes it easy, and I don't ever want to squeeze any wires or do anything that, you know, to break the wires. Next step, I guess I had this insulating putty. This is very, very important. That this top hole right here where this was originally removed, I just don't want warm air coming into this refrigerated area. The new transformer, like it would be difficult to see in the video, the new transformer, we'll put it here, can attach with Velcro, so that's out of the way. And I'm going to go ahead and turn the LEDs on, let show you the final product and show you what you could do if you wanted to add even more light. Okay. So here we kind of have our final product. This LED strip is typically all that's installed. If you're going crazy and you want to make it bright, you could add one here. Just for your overall knowledge, the way we make these strips, if you wanted to add another, we'll just connect right here. You can mount that on this machine. There's plastic border here, but then metal. So you can add another strip with the kit. We also supply a little mount, so this looks good. But again, if you're going to add more than add other LED strips, you want to make sure the label on the power supply will tell you how many total inches you could do. But again, if probably an on-site location, installation time of 10 minutes or less, just to put in a single 40-inch LED strip.